Hello, it's Jahara. Welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So, I'm going to talk about my April TBR. It's been a minute since I've done these videos. I just posted my wrap-up, so I'm doing my TBR as well. And yeah. So I'm going to say Catching Fire because I did read it this month. I already finished it, but I read it this month. I was listening to the audiobook and, I enjoyed it, definitely better than the first one. It was surprised me with how long it took to get them into the arena. I don't think it took the first book that long. I might be wrong, but I don't think it did. But it took like half the book before, or almost half the book before they even announced the Court of Quell, which, I don't know, I guess that surprised me. But I get that they were trying to let you start with the rebellion and stuff, plus, you got to see a little bit of the tour and Katniss and Peeta's romance, like their fake relationship and like Katniss's feelings and stuff. And then, like I said, I love Peeta so much. He's such a sweetheart. And I love Katniss and Peeta's relationship. I love how, because Katniss was definitely having feelings for Peeta in the first book. She just didn't want to admit it. And there was signs in this book, like how, because she does kiss Gale at one point, but then when she kisses Peeta, she says that I've only felt this one other time. That's when I kissed Peeta in the cave. And it's like, that just shows you right there that Gale was never actually in the running. Like, I know this book is technically marketed as love triangle, but I think people forget what a love triangle even is. Because in my opinion, this is not a love triangle. Well, a love triangle to me is the first thing that's coming to mind is Vampire Diaries, Elena, Stefan, Damon. I don't like Elena with either one of them. That's my opinion. I don't like Damon. I despise that man. Like, he is one of my most hated TV characters of all time. I should do a video of that in my TV channel. Anyways, that was still off topic. But Elena did actually was confused because she actually genuinely had feelings for both of them at one time. And those feelings did end up crossing over a little bit. Like, at first it was all Stefan, but then she ends up getting feelings for Damon, but she still had feelings for Stefan. But then after a while, her feelings for Stefan went away, and she just had feelings for Damon. That's a love triangle. In my opinion, Hunger Games is not a love triangle. And apparently, I heard someone, I don't know if this is true or not, I just heard someone say that, what's her name? Susan Collins, the author, admitted that, she didn't, like, Katniss and Gale were never supposed to be in anything romantic, but I guess pressure from the editor to make it, like, because it's a teen thing, make it a love triangle, so she did, and that's why it was, like, why you don't feel the vibe, because it wasn't originally supposed to be a love triangle, it was always supposed to be Katniss and Peeta. I do not know if that's true, I'm just telling you what I heard someone else say. But that would make sense, because, like I said, it does not feel like a love triangle. Because, like, in my opinion, reading the books, watching the movies, like, Katniss never really had romantic feelings for Gale. It was always Peeta, even before she even realized it. And it doesn't feel like a love triangle. Anyway, there's my rant for the day. But I also have Mockingjay on here. I have the audiobook for that. I meant to listen to it the other day. I just haven't yet. I have had a very busy couple of days. But, I also have the audiobooks on Libby for Songbirds and Snakes. I do want to also read the other audiobook, but because it just came out, it's on hold, and it's probably going to be hold for a while. Probably won't be able to read it this month. But I definitely hope to read at least the Mockingjay and Songbirds and Snakes. And then, Water's Edge by Ellie Lieberman. I am better reading it. I meant to start it the other day too, but I've just, like I said, I've had a very busy couple of days, and, but I actually hope to at least start it either tonight or tomorrow. I still have stuff to do tomorrow, but I should have more time to read as well, and I think it's only like 70-some pages, so it shouldn't be that hard to actually read, so I definitely hope to at least start it, and yeah, because I'm better reading, and I definitely want to get that done for her. And I'm also really excited to read the book because I love her work. She has become one of my favorite authors. I've read everything she has written except her most recent published book, which I will be mentioning because I hope to read that this month too. So yeah. And that book would be Without Stars, I think is the title. It's the newest book in the Bassett series. I'm excited to read that because, like I said, I love all her work. I'm very excited to read this one as well. I also have a Clown Worm It's like a clown horror, I think. The author Adam sent it to me. I've talked about some of his works before because I love the Mantis variant series, the Mantis Gland series. The first book's Mantis Variant, but the series name is The Mantis Gland, and I love it. And I'm so excited to read his other horror book. I also have his sci-fi series on my TBR to read, but I'm very excited for his horror book because he does horror very well, and I absolutely love it. So I'm definitely excited to read that as well. And I also have The Empire of Damnation, which is the final book of The Warriors of Bria, which I've been meaning to read, but like I said, a lot has been going on the last several months, so it's been really hard to read much of anything, or film or write, so I've been very behind on a lot of things. But it's the final book of The Warriors of Bria, and I love that series, and I've been wanting to see how the story ends, but it's been a minute because, like I said, life. So I definitely hope to read that because I'm very excited to finally see the final installment of this series. And then the final book I am hoping to read this month is Drawing Lines in Blood, which is book 3 in the Towers of Memory series. Love the series. I've read the first 2 so far, and like I said, I wanted to read the 3rd and 4th ones earlier, but just a lot of things been happening. But things have finally settled down. I have moved. Things are doing better. I'm filming again, so yay! I'm writing again. I just had a novella published. I have a new novella coming out that that is coming out the 10th, which I have a live show planned for my final novella. So yeah, I'm very excited for everything I have planned. And yeah, so I'm filming, I'm writing, and I'm reading again. So I'm definitely hoping to get all these books done, especially these indie books, because I've been wanting to read them. I love these indie authors so much. I'm so excited to read these books. And yeah, definitely highly recommend everything I just mentioned, especially the indie ones. Definitely check them out. They're all worth the read. And these are amazing authors who I love their work and definitely deserve all the love and support. And I have started an indie reading vlog because I know when I was reading indie books before I kind of took a little hiatus from filming and reading and writing and pretty much everything. I was doing every time I was reading indie books, I would always do indie reading vlogs until I was like, okay, this reading vlog's long enough, then I'll edit it and upload it and start a new indie reading vlog. I only do that with indie books because, I don't know, I feel like indie books are underrated and deserve all the love and shout outs, so I like to talk about them as much as I can on my channel, which is why those are also the only reviews I do anymore, because book reviews are not my favorite videos to film, but I do them for indie books because I want to get the recognition out, because these indie books are amazing and deserve all the recognition, all the love, all the support. So I have started a new indie reading vlog. I have already finished one indie book that I was better reading, and on there, so if you guys want updates on my indie reading progress, that vlog will be out at some point, probably honestly after I finish all the books I just mentioned. Here, I think that will make the vlog long enough because I have a lot of indie books I want to read this month. So yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment what you plan to read in April, and I will chat with you guys below in the comments. Until next time.